Today I am talking about Indian mythology and Vimanas and teleportation. In Indian mythology, Vimanas used are nothing but modern helicopters and aircrafts. Puspak Viman, built by Vishwakarma, is a golden chariot, can move on its own accord, and is so big that it can transport all the people and creatures of the city. After Lord Ram had defeated Ravan, he used Puspak Viman to transport himself and Sita along with Lakshman and the entire army of monkeys and bears returns to Ayodhya. Manish Mohan Gore and Arvind Misra, Dr. Arvind Misra has also written a story, Swarg Rath, in which an astronaut went to a distant planet that was an unknown planet, and when they descended on the planet, the tribal people think that the Viman or spaceship is Puspak Viman. In mythology, God, goddesses and Asur can go anywhere instantaneously. Such a phenomenon is called teleportation in science fiction. Narad could go anywhere instantaneously at will. In Naval Bihari Misra's science fiction, Adhura Aviskar, the protagonist Chandan Singh himself teleported from Jaisalmer to Ajmer. But while teleporting himself, he himself exploded. His experiment was failed, and there was an explosion at the receiving end, and so he died. In several of my stories, teleportation is employed. In my science fiction resumes, Triangle, Mysterious Triangle, aliens kidnap a astronomer over the ocean and teleported him to their planet. In Dr. Arvind Misra's science fiction Antim Drashya, or Last Scene, one of the storyteller himself teleported from India to America. In Rajiv Ranjan Upadhyay's story, the terraformers have teleported all the building materials to a distant planet, Canceri 55. His science fiction Alberto वापस ना आ सके, Alberto could not come, also employed Large Hadron Collider for teleportation. In our science fiction, hybrids are very common. Like in mythology, Lord Shiva cut off child Ganesh's head, and to avoid the rage of goddess Parvati, he ordered his Ganas to bring anyone to whom they see first, and upon it, Ganas brought a head of the elephant and transplanted it on the trunk of child Ganesh, and Lord Shiva restored him to life. In my likewise, in another instance in mythology, Daksh Prajapati cut off his head and threw it in the fire, and Lord Shiva took pity on him, transplanted a head of a ram or goat on his body, and restored him to life. In my science fiction, robotica and head transplant is done by surgery. A brain dead man's body was attached to a person's head whose body was almost dead and handicapped. Likewise, I have written many science fiction based on hybrids, such as Manobandar and Wolfman, using Human Genome Project or genetic engineering. I have used so many types of the hybrids in my novel दूसरा यूनिवर्स तथा सिलिकॉन मैन और another universe and silicon man, in which astronauts arrived on a planet in another universe and encounter with the hybrids. I have also used hybrids in my science fiction novel Kalji Yatra, where many of the astronauts changed their body and become hybrids while they were traveling in a spaceship in fourth dimension.